Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Now turn it up. Up. A little louder, turn it up. Up. A little louder, turn it up.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you there looking depressed, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I'll be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Damn, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna...
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First plays a run with Nwangu. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
On second down, here's Nwangu. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for, the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Davidson looking here for Smith downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Lions will take over. to start the drive. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're going to look to throw. And Shark hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. And they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's the option going right. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. That one goes for 8 yards. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Nwangu going to get it on the counter. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. back to throw. Davidson. Able to find his man, John Phillips. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
It's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Looking to throw. Davidson. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up fourth down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will tie us at 3-3. Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he goes out right around the 39.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. They'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. The Lions at 5-4 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll look to throw again. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
19 tight, 19 tight. Nothing, 19.
Back to throw here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
10 through 11. Trap 60, trap 60. 19, Pioneer.
Back to throw again. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And just not a ton of room to work with. They'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Davidson. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chart.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
Fielded right around the 8.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Looking to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He
can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That's placed it.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Caleb Evans coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll go right back to the Wanderoo. And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Davidson got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at the 23. A great return there of 22 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
19 right.
They'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hurt.
Back to throw. banana shark. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's once again complete to Chark. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 17-yard line.
Now back to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Got to give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that one home run before this one's over.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Give left side here for Nwangu. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Looking to throw. Davidson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. A solid stiff arm. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Handoff right side to Wangu. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a give running right, Nwangu. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we're watching a drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Back to 60. Hey, smash Russell. Ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle to Wonder. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Completes this to Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Now a give running left is Nwogu. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. He's back to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Wow. Joseph now to have the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Lions 20. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
They'll look to throw. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And so taking it right down Broadway. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Joseph on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Vikings 31. Lions 20. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments. And anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinals.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. What a change in this ball game.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the dirt, out the blood.